Want to speak real Hindi from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at HindiPod101.com.
Hi, welcome to Introduction to Hindi. My name is Alicia and I'm joined by...
Hi everyone, I'm Venus.
In this lesson, you'll learn the basics of Hindi pronunciation.
Just like English, Hindi also has consonants and vowels.
Hindi has 33 main consonants and 11 vowels. If you learn the sounds of these consonants and vowels, you'll be able to pronounce every single word in Hindi.
There are also 2 additional consonants and 2 additional vowels, as well as few conjuncts, but you don't have to worry about them right now.
Yes, because once you're comfortable with the 33 main consonants and the 11 vowels, the rest will come pretty easily.
It may seem like a difficult task, but actually you already know many of these sounds in English.
So, how about we first take a look at some of the consonants in Hindi?
Yes, let's begin with some unaspirated consonants along with their aspirated counterparts.
We won't be working on the consonants in the order they occur in the Hindi alphabet system simply because some of them are more commonly used than others. We'll take a look at these in order when we get to the lesson on writing.
Hindi consonants are known as Vyanjan.
Yes, you're already familiar with many of them because the sounds already exist in English or are quite similar to certain sounds in English.
For example, the first consonant in Hindi is K, which is similar to the English letter K.
But the next one doesn't exist in English.
Yes, this one is K. When you say it without aspiration, you get K. But when you say it with aspiration, it becomes K.
Interesting. But let me first explain what aspirated and unaspirated sounds are. In very simple words, we can say that aspirated sounds are spoken with a burst of air, and an unaspirated sound isn't.
For example, the sound of the letter H in the English word hat. Saying this sound involves a forceful expulsion of air. Try it yourself. Ha.
Ha.
In Hindi, when you say K, there is no forceful expulsion of air. But when you say K, you will feel yourself expelling the air from your mouth. Try it yourself and see the difference. K, K. Next, let's take a look at G, which is the same as the sound of the letter G in the English word game. Yes, when you say G without aspiration, you get G. But when you say it with aspiration, you get G.
Yes, that's the next consonant. It works the same way for some other consonants too.
Yes, like Ch is the same as the CH in the English word chain, without aspiration. When you say Ch with aspiration, it becomes Ch. Similarly, we have J and J, T and Th, D and Dh, T and Th, D and Dh, P and P, B and Bh.
But what about the other consonants?
Definitely, that doesn't complete our list of consonant sounds. Now, let's take a look at some of the other consonants and how they sound. Let's first take a look at the consonant H. It sounds like the letter H in the English word hug. We also have Y, which is like the sound of the letter Y in the English word yak.
There are 2 letters that sound like the SH in the English word share.
Yes, these are sh and sh. They sound the same when spoken. We will use the small letter S to denote them both from now on. We also have a sound that is similar to the English letter S, like in the word sun. This is S. This one is S, and we will use the capital S from now on when we refer to it.
Okay, what's next?
We also have N. N is just the sound of the English letter N. R is the same as the sound of the letter R in rat. L is the same as the sound of the letter L in lamb. M is the same as the sound of the letter M in marsh. V is the same as the sound of the letter W in work.
Are there any other consonants in Hindi that we haven't discussed?
We also have N.
This may seem to be a difficult sound as it doesn't exist in English.
Just try saying N, but roll back your tongue slightly. N.
But aren't we still missing two consonants?
Yes, we are. We also have N and N. But we don't have to worry much about them since they aren't used alone ever.
So now that we've taken a look at the consonants, how about we take a quick look at the vowels too?
The Hindi vowels are known as swar.
There are 11 main vowels in Hindi, and most of them are the same as in English.
For example, A is like the sound of the letter A in the English word apply. A is like the sound of the letter A in the word father. E is like the letter I in tin. E is like the letters E in C. Then we have U, which is like the letter U in put. And U is like the sound of the letters O in room. A is like the A in May. A is like the sound of the letter A in hat. We also have O and O. O sounds like the O in box, and O sounds like the letters AW in sa. We also have another vowel which is Ri, something like the RI in riddle. We actually learned a word in the last lesson which uses Ri, kripaya, which means please.
Indeed! So, how are vowels used in Hindi?
Hindi vowels can be used alone or in the form of a matra or vowel signs where it modifies a consonant. A good example where both the forms can be used in a single word is the Hindi word acha, meaning good or okay. Acha. A. The first letter A is a standalone form of the vowel A. Cha. But if you see the matra at the end, after the letter ch, the vowel A here is modifying the consonant ch. This means that the sound now becomes ch plus a, cha. Let's see how the vowels modify the consonant k. It can become ka, ki, ku, ke, ko.
That's a lot that we learned about the sounds in Hindi.
It may seem as too much to learn in the beginning, but as you continue to practice, things will get easier.
True. The best thing to do is practice, practice, and practice. In this lesson, we learned that in Hindi there are 33 consonants and 11 vowels.
Consonants are called vyanjan in Hindi and vowels are called swar.
The vowels have a standalone version, and when they're attached to a consonant, they modify its sound.
So, in the word acha, the first a is a standalone form of the vowel a, but the last vowel a appears in the form of a modifier and turns ch into cha.
Among the consonants, we realized that there are forms that are already present in English. When we say these consonants without aspiration, we get one consonant. When we say them with aspiration, we get another consonant, which generally doesn't exist in English.
For example, k is a consonant, and when we say it with aspiration, it becomes another consonant kh.
We just learned the basics of pronunciation in Hindi in this lesson, and in the next lesson, we'll learn the basics of Hindi grammar. See you in the next lesson. Bye!
Dhanyawad and Namaste.